Hello everyone, welcome to Tea with Sparxsys. Today we will go through some of the updates, recent significant updates from Atlassian ecosystem. Now this week I was going through various posts on the community and I noticed this post, which is not on the community, but there was, I believe, some announcement. So this is about Atlassian's remote model context protocol, basically Atlassian MCP server. I have absolutely no idea what this is all about, but I was trying to read this post, this blog, where Atlassian is talking about bringing Jira and Confluence to Claude, and I believe there is some connector that will connect to your Jira and Confluence potentially, and it can start, reading the issues, Confluence spaces, and of course it will do some analysis on top of it, and then you can ask some questions. So if you go through the post here, you will learn a bit more about what this MCP server will be all about. I don't really think it is like I know it is live. I mean the connector, but there is not much information that I was able to figure out by reading the post. So I need to go through maybe this a bit more in detail. And this is, to be honest, not really new. And I know Atlassian is saying here that Atlassian remote model context protocol. So are they trying to build some kind of a platform where they will let other AI-based tools to connect to it? I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. If you click on this remote MCP server link, it says here, connect AI to your enterprise knowledge with Atlassian's MCP server. So there is some kind of a server. Secure connect Jira and Confluence with your LLM, IDE or agent platform of choice, starting with Anthropic. So when you click on the get connected here, it will, I believe, take you to the same post where you can see, no, not the same post, but it's a different post where they're talking about, I believe, some configurations that you need to do. For example, if you go to Claude.ai settings, you can then click on add more, I believe, and then you can start configuring your Atlassian MCP server, and then you can hopefully start asking questions, right? And that will be based on, of course, your Jira and Confluence, the data that you have in your Jira and Confluence. So I will definitely give it a try. And this is interesting. Maybe Atlassian is doing some kind of a thing where they have built this MCP server where it is like some kind of a bridge or a middleware. I don't know. Or maybe it is just a way to connect Jira and Confluence to some other models, right? So we will come to know. But at the same time, I think this is really interesting because nowadays, I think in the last couple of years, like AI in general has exploded. Initially, I was not 100% sure what all we can do, or not really what all, but I was never really sure about the use cases of Jira, Confluence, or other Atlassian tools, along with, of course, different AI-based models. So hopefully soon, when people start using this, when people start configuring their Jira instances, their Confluence instances, we will come to know because people talk about it and I will also talk about it. Let us move on. Let us take a look at the next update. The next update is also related to the AI. So we all know about Rovo, right? Rovo is, of course, getting pushed by Atlassian. And whenever we talk about Atlassian in general, we always talk about or we always hear Atlassian talking about cloud, right? But fortunately, Atlassian has announced this Confluence data center Rovo connector. So I believe Rovo, with the help of this connector, Rovo can talk to your, not talk to, Rovo can talk to you, but it can use your Confluence data. And Confluence has, of course, a lot of data. I mean, your documentation, your requirements, your product details, your release notes, everything is in Confluence, and it is, of course, not really structured. It is always a bit difficult to search in Confluence. Confluence search is, of course, not great. It is okay, but it is not like, a typical search that you do in your intranet, right? Or the way you're used to doing search these days. You want basically quick answers and precise answers. With Confluence, of course, it is not exactly a great experience, but hopefully with the help of this connector, you can then ask Rovo those questions, and this is what they have also, I believe, explained here. I'm looking at this post here where you can actually talk to Rovo and ask questions, and it will, of course, give you precise answers, a bit more clear answers based on, of course, the data that you already have. So we will definitely try this. I have to, of course, talk to my clients about this connector, and also whenever you're talking about any integration, especially Rovo or any AI-based integration, you of course need approvals, and basically you have to go through various stakeholders, security people. So I will try to push for this, and I would also like to know a bit more about how this connector works. But I believe this connector is I believe it is already available. So it says here, one of the highlights is that we are making Rovo available for everyone. No, not yet. Okay, let me just read this. Okay, so I believe you can create an application link to do this integration. So we'll come to know how this works, and most likely it will be through an application link, because application link is there where you can have where you can create a link between Jira, Confluence with any other application, and of course it uses REST API. So yeah, definitely a good news, and we'll be looking forward to it. Talking about the next update, which is about the automation. Now, with Jira automation, you can create a page in Confluence, and I believe Atlassian has launched an upgraded version of that action where you can publish a new page to Confluence. So a small thing, but you may want to look at it. I do integrate. I've done a lot of integrations where Jira and Confluence can do wonderful things together. If you're on Jira Data Center, yes, you can anyways create a page, and we do that. We have done plenty of things with this integration, and using Scriptner for Jira, you can actually use application link to do these integrations from Jira. Like, for example, if you have to create or maybe update a page in Confluence, you can do that. But even if you're not using application links, or even if you're not using, let us say, Scriptner for Jira, or maybe you're on cloud, you can still create a page in Confluence using REST API, because using Jira automation rules, you can actually make a REST call. If you want to learn about these things, you can go to my website, ravisagar.in, and then you can click on this free Mastering Jira Cloud Automation course, where I've actually explained, I mean, apart from everything else, but I've also explained how to make a REST call. But I think it is good to know that there is an upgraded version of this action for creating a page in Confluence. Okay, so let us talk about the upcoming event. Now, Delhi Gurugram community is going to host this Team 25 recap on 24th of May, which I believe, I believe 24th of May is what? I think it is Saturday. Yep. So it is Saturday, and I actually. Oh, this time it is not happening in that that usual place where all the Gurugram events used to happen, and I've been there a few times. This time it is happening in Nagaro's office, and I can see this agenda. So there will be a recap of the Team 25 announcements, and then introduction to Forge app development, and there will be quiz. So starting from 5:30 a.m. Okay, I think that is basically UK time. So you can add 4.5 hours. So I think sometime in the morning it will start, and then it will go on till I believe afternoon. So yeah, definitely good event. And apart from, of course, learning about the updates from Atlassian's Team 25, you of course get to know and meet people. So yeah, this is the upcoming event that we have, and I wanted to talk about it. So let us talk about the video of the week, which is not really a new video, but last year I made a video where I shared about how to troubleshoot your problems with JQL and reports in general. Now, I made this video because often I encounter cases where people reach out to me and they tell me, Ravi, my report is showing wrong data. My report is not working correctly. The status is actually in progress, but on the report it is still to do. So sometimes it can happen. And in this video, I talked about it in detail, but it is usually the indexing problem, especially if you're on Jira Data Center. And the problem with indexing is that yes, you can perform project indexing, but sometimes you have to do this indexing for the whole instance, and that can take many hours if you have a big Jira instance. So in this video, I talked about these things like troubleshooting JQL problems and indexing a bit more in detail. And the last thing that I want to talk about is the blog of the week. We recently wrote and published this blog, how AI is transforming the Jira experience, and we have shared few common use cases, and we talked about how AI can help. For example, smarter issue predictions. And the problem here is that especially in Jira Service Management, when you receive tickets, you have to do some kind of initial triaging based on, of course, the problem or the request from the user or customer. So you can potentially use AI to manually, like instead of doing manual categorization or prioritization, you can actually use AI to do this categorization by looking at the body or the content of the email that they send to raise a ticket, right? So it's a very, very common use case, and it can take time. So when you eliminate the manual intervention from this with the help of AI, of course, you're saving time, but at the same time, you're also making your life easy, especially your agent's life easy, because it can be a bit frustrating. Imagine someone who is handling and triaging 50 tickets in a day. Although it may not seem like it may be a simple thing. They just have to go through the ticket and set the priority. But based on the content of the ticket or the content of the email, by reading the email and of course trying to understand the context, you can potentially eliminate this. And I think AI has reached that stage where you can rely on AI to do this initial triaging prioritization. So in this blog post, we actually talked about these common problems and potential solutions using AI. And that is it. That is all I have for this week's Atlassian updates. These videos and sessions and podcast are released every Monday, 8 a.m. BST. That should be 12:30 afternoon IST. So technically not in the morning, but yes, you can have your tea in the afternoon, right? So these videos, of course, go out every week, and just wanted to tell you a bit more about what we do. We run a company called Sparxsys. Sparxsys is an Atlassian consultancy company. We help clients get the most out of Atlassian tools like Jira, Confluence. We do work both on data center and cloud, but our specialty, our expertise, and our interest is in the area of integrations and automations. And that is what I know a lot of you already know because you follow my channel. I make regular content on Ravi Sagar YouTube channel where I talk about these things quite regularly. And I'm talking about this because in case you are looking for help, in case you need someone to manage your Jira instance, your Confluence instance, in case you want to get the most out of Jira, in case you're not happy with your current partner, in case you think Jira is not working for you, for your team, then do reach out to me and our company, and we can definitely discuss and potentially help you get the most out of Atlassian tools. All right, that is all I have for this video and this session. I hope you enjoyed watching this and listening to this session, and you also learned something new today. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.